So let's talk about earnings a bit, because again, as I mentioned earlier, Aashish, that we've had a long period where earnings cycle was just not taking off, and analyst after analyst kept predicting wrongly that next quarter we expect them to pick up. The worst is over. Do you believe finally the worst is over and that things are looking better? Because we keep getting mixed results again, but at least the commentary that is coming out seems to indicate that the earnings are now on the the path of growth.
So earnings have disappointed and the market is not as irrational as it seems. Just to give you a little bit of context, like I said, the first time we saw Nifty at 8900 was March 2015. And then, unexpectedly, China devalued the currency, commodity prices came crashing. So while Nifty was building in a recovery, again it corrected. 2016, again, it commenced a kind of journey. Unexpectedly, demonetization was announced. People were fearful of the implications for the economy. Again, the index corrected. So clearly, the market has been moving in line with earnings. And every time there is an expectation of earnings recovery, the market kind of starts tracking upwards. Now, this time, if you see, there is clear, data on the ground. If we look at ratios like corporate profits as a percentage of GDP, they've kind of taken the U-turn just for the first time in the last 6 to 9 months. If you look at, stuff like how many tractors are being sold, how many commercial vehicles are being sold, if you look at credit offtake from banks, if you see the fact that banks need to raise deposit rates, which means that they are seeing offtake for money. So all of these indicators clearly prove that the economic performance is improving. When you mention about macros, the only thing it can do is, let us say that we had a potential to reach 8% GDP growth. And that's when oil goes up, inflationary pressures come up. So you see a revision that, okay, maybe we won't do 8, we will do more like 7.5, 7.6. But that would still keep India as the fastest growing economy in the world. And all said and done, even at 7.5% GDP growth, there will always be some companies in some segments, which is what we are paid for. There will always be some companies in some segments which will help us deliver what we would like to deliver in terms of returns.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.